Good evening, Thunder fans, and welcome to San Marcos, Texas for another edition of Thunder Football. Tonight's opponent, the Winston Eagles, have traveled up from San Antonio and will take on your NB Thunder, who come into this game on a 5-game winning streak. 5-1 is their record now. The Thunder, as you see the captains there in the center of the field, lining up for the opening coin toss. I am Coach Kevin. I will be calling all the action for you tonight here from lovely San Marcos. It is beautiful. The sun is setting over my right shoulder as I am on the home sideline. It is lovely outside at just a touch over 70 degrees. Very little wind kicking around. Should make for a good football game. Okay, you can see the referee in the white hat there. He's our lead referee, and as he lines up with the Thunder, he's indicating that they have won the toss and chosen to receive. They will defend the north end zone, while the Eagles will defend the south. We should be underway in just a moment here. 10-minute quarters is standard per 6-man high school football rules. Kind of mild here tonight as I take a moment and hear it, but not much of a crowd here either, as various Thunder groups have various activities tonight. Nothing like what we experienced 2 weeks ago at the homecoming game at Oak Run Middle School, where the crowd was packed and quite thunderous. I would estimate no more than 50 in attendance here tonight on both sides of the field, but that's okay. Just means more of you will be watching here on YouTube. While you're watching, be sure to pop off and smash that subscribe button for me. That would be just lovely as we're trying to build this channel up to 500 subscribers. I'm going to go ahead and try to get out in front of the receiving team here. Aaron Ford is deep to receive the kick for the Thunder. Now we'll line up with the kickoff team of the Eagles here. 6 men on the field, and it's big number 33 with a soft onside kick. Doesn't quite go 10 yards, but the Thunder fumble it, and it goes right back into Winston hands, and I think they're going to start with the ball. The slow wobbler just unable to be handled. So poor special teams start here. That might have been Israel Fuentes. So now, as we want to get out in front of the offense, we'll change our position again as Winston takes the field. They've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 tight, 1 wide, 3 in the backfield. It's a low snap, quick pitch, and a lateral. And quickly, Hudson Contreras is on that and makes the tackle after about a 2-yard gain. Crafty little play call there, and it seems like maybe the Thunder had done their homework and were alert to that type of play. No huddle now for the Eagles as they go from the line of scrimmage. They go with a more standard formation. 2 receivers split out to either side, 3 in the backfield. They're going to signal plays in from the sideline here. Everybody checks their wristband. They've got the call. Plenty of time on the clock with no huddle here. And now 10 seconds, the referee announces the play clock ticks down. They get in formation. 13 takes the snap, pitches back to 1. He looks to pass. A lefty tries to go across the middle, and it is swatted down by Dustin Hensey on the 30-yard line. Very alert defensive play by Hensey, the senior. Down to 4 games left in his career. 9:04 to play here in the first quarter on the incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Ball sits on the 25-yard line. Sorry, 35-yard line. They've got to get to the 25 to move the chains. Hensey now drops to free safety. Ford, the cornerback on the right, Force, the cornerback on the left. Rainey Smolin is the defensive end on the right side, who had a monster game last week against Brooks. You see Hudson Contreras there playing middle linebacker. And the pass rush from the other side is Posey. Smoley turns him back into Posey, and he's not going to evade Posey's grip. Finally throws the ball out of bounds toward nobody. And a late flag going to come down. The clock stops, and something they either didn't like the roughing the passer or flag waved off. Okay, he, as the referee says, he had a receiver in the area, so he was considering an ineligible, or rather a unintentional grounding call, but with a receiver in the area. So that'll bring up fourth down, 4th and 10. Ball spotted again at the 35, and the Eagles continue to work out of the no huddle. All of the players check their wrists at once, so you can see the system there. Kind of clever, but funny too. Standard formation. Snap to the up back, pitch back to the lefty, number 1. This time he gets a pass out in the flat to number 13 on the right side, and he cannot evade the first man. That's Hudson Contreras, but 2 late flags come in. I believe the second man in was either Henze or Force got a hold of the face mask on the 30-yard line, and so what would be stopping the ball? Yes, face mask indeed. The ref saw it. I saw it from here. That's going to mark it against the Thunder and enough to move the chains after 4th down, and Coach Mike Spalding is absolutely livid. Not only did we not get the ball on the first kickoff, but now we've allowed the Eagles to sustain the drive after a needless face mask penalty. It was needless because he was already wrapped up by Contreras. Contreras read the play beautifully and stopped him well short of the line to gain. Nevertheless, ball is moved out to the 15-yard line now, and so it'll be 1st and goal just inside the 15 as the first down markers hit the ground. Different formation now, that same formation we saw in the first play with the tight receiver to the center. Pass over the middle and over the head of Aaron Ford, who's being helped up there by Dustin Henze. Ford was the closest to it. I'm not sure to what player it was intended, but it's the turf. Incomplete, 8:24 to go here, first quarter. We're in San Marcos. No score yet in this one. We'll take a moment to give a big shout out to our friends over at Moak Media for the work they've been doing out at these Thunder football games. Malachi Moak, rather, Micah's brother, has been doing some talented work, putting together some film-style highlight videos that you can catch right here on the Thunder TV channel. So if you want to be aware when the latest is released, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Snap to the up back is loose, and they're going to wrestle for it. Smullen is on it, but it looks like they're going to let the offense retain possession. Both Smullen and number 2 were wrestling for it. Quick whistle by the referee, rather. It is a loss of 6 on the play, so the ball's pushed back to the 21, and the Eagles quickly in no huddle. Thunder don't have time to huddle either. They'll go back in their standard base defense here. Smullen with a standing rush from the right side. Contreras is over center. Posey from the left. Ball goes on a shovel pass right past Posey and into the secondary. Finally, they stop 13 in his forward progress before he gets to the 10-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and goal to go from the 11. We'll set up on the goal line here. Again, no huddle as the play comes in from the far sideline. Now, Henze, the free safety, shows blitz, climbing up into the gap on the right side of the center from the defense's perspective. That puts 4 pass rushers on the line for the Thunder. Now Henze backs off a touch. And as the play clock ticks down, the Eagles decide to spend a timeout. No score in this one, 6:34 in the first quarter. You're watching Thunder football on Thunder TV. You nailed it. You got it. I told you it's the easiest job. So far, so good. Yeah. You just got one guy to watch. That's it. Yeah. This one too. Easy job. If you don't sell anything. .6:34 to go here on the HMT Engineering scoreboard. No score But the Eagles knocking on the door. They've got the ball at the 11-yard line, but 4th and goal to go. So they've got to score on this one, or the Thunder will finally have that first stop after what's been a rocky start to this game. A unique formation for the Eagles after the timeout. They've got twin receivers out to the right. 2 in the backfield. Quick throw across the middle, and it is caught, but immediately he is wrestled to the ground by Hudson Contreras at the 8-yard line, and the Thunder will take over on downs. They weren't about to let that one slip away after the first series fell apart after a needless face mask penalty. This time they stopped the Eagles in 4 more after just 1 first down. And now the offense will go to work for the first time here in this one. 6:29 to play. Hensey is the center. Posey lines up wide to the near sideline. Contreras and Cressy are in the backfield. Force is in the slot. In motion is Posey and puts a pancake block down as the ball is fumbled. Cressy picks it up. He's got to get out of the end zone and does. Has a man to beat. Makes him not quite miss. He turned back inside where help is, and finally the Eagles make the tackle, but Cressy is able to turn the broken play into about a 3-yard gain. Ball out to the 11-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12. What a pancake block by Dawson Posey. Oh my gosh. Had the snap been on point, that would have gone for a big play.
That's the type of thumper I want.
Whoo, dog.
That's the type of thumper I want, big dog.
You see Posey headed to the sideline there, a big grin on his face, and just gets a great greeting from his teammates as they all saw what he did there. That's just what we call a tremendous football play. This time Ford now replaces Posey on the right, wide out, and it's Smolin in the slot. Handoff goes to Ford on the reverse. He's going around the far side and breaks contain. He's around another one. What a great block by Lucas Force. Ford still going on the far sideline, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. Yeah, check that. That might have been Dustin Hensey rather than Lucas Force, but somebody dropped the block on the far sideline to spring forward for a big gain. The chains move. He's out across midfield. Ball's at the Eagles' 39-yard line, 1st and 15. 5:28 and should be ticking. Clock is stopped at the moment. Force now wide to the near sideline. Smolin again in the slot. 3 in the backfield for the Thunder. Snaps to Contreras. Handoff up the middle to Hensey. He has a hole. Can't quite get around the up-nose tackle, number 1. He does pick up a little bit of yardage there, maybe a yard.
Let's go, Thunder. Let's go, Thunder. Let's go, boys.
Coach Dakota Hensey calls Cressy to the sideline with the play, sends him back into the huddle there. Krewalt now is the long snapper. Force is wide to the left. Smolin in the slot. Contreras and Hensey are the upbacks. Cressy is deep. Pitches to Cressy, and he's going to sweep to the left. Can't get around the defensive end. He is tackled after a short gain, but brought down well short of the first down. That's going to be 3rd and about 10 to go with the ball spotted right near the 37-yard line. Call it the 33, rather. Ford now checks into the game, replacing Krewalt. Thunder missing a couple of players here tonight, and our prayers are out with Sean Contreras, who we just learned this week we've lost him for the season, a senior and a big contributor here to Thunder football. He's had some medical problems that are going to force him to end his season a touch early, but our prayers are certainly with him. Cressy now, meanwhile, going to throw deep, and he's got a man wide open. It is Smolin, had 2 steps on his defender, but Cressy out threw him by a touch, and the pass is incomplete. Well-designed play, just not quite executed, and that'll bring up 4th and long for the Thunder. Thunder also missing Pace Taylor for, the 2nd straight game with a deep leg bruise, and he's also out for the season. So 2 of the faster players on this Thunder squad already gone. And those are injuries that we couldn't have frankly sustained last year. We didn't have the numbers or the depth to do it. But thank God this year we do, and some of the younger players are stepping up and making a name for themselves. We'll see if any of them can do it here on 4th and long. Henze calls the cadence. Snap to Contreras. Back to Cressy. He has plenty of time. Now he's going to flip one over across the middle, and a wide open Smullen catches it. You can't believe how wide open he is. And then he trips before he actually gets tackled. But still a big gain on the long pass completion from Cressy to Smullen. A gain of about 25 yards, puts the ball inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal now from the 8. Smullen had a shot to get in the end zone, and he just got tripped up. Nevertheless, the offense will continue to work here with 3:18 to play and ticking. Same personnel, but a little mix-up here. Henze moves to long snapper, only 2 in the backfield. It's Contreras and Cressy. Force is in front of your screen on the left. Smullen in the slot. Here comes Posey in motion. They're going to sweep it to the near sideline. Cressy's coming right at you, gets around the corner and finally pushed out of bounds by number 1. But a flag flies from the backfield, and we'll see what the call is. He's going to call a hold against the Thunder. The flag was out before Cressy had actually turned the corner. So he saw an interior block he didn't like, and that's going to back the Thunder up 15 yards. Make that 10 yards. Should spot the ball at the 18. And it does. They will get to replay 1st down. Posey back to the sideline for Ford. It seems they like to run Posey with that little motion play with a little smash action. As you saw that pancake block he put down in the first play of the game. This time it's Ford in the slot. The rest of the formation is the same. Smullen now in motion. He'll take the up handoff, and he's going to get around the corner. Has to outrun 45 and does. Turns it up in front of the sideline, makes a cut in front of 5, and he is across the goal line for the touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run by Rainey Smullen gives the Thunder a 6-0 lead. Rainey Smullen took the handoff while in motion and just made a single cut to make 2 defenders miss, and that's good to put the Thunder on top with 2:24 to play in the 1st quarter. Thunder now going to kick it as they have been doing here for these last few games. Lucas Force, the kicker, John Cressy, the holder. And a successful kicked PAT here worth 2 points in 6-man football. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is through. It is wide to the left. Referee signaled wide, but didn't really tell me what direction. So kick is no good. 2:24 to play in the 1st quarter. 6-0 is our score. We'll be right back. Was it wide left?
It was wide right.
Wide right. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, looked like it went in. Yeah, looked like it went into me too. Wide right, we've been told, was the diagnosis on the Lucas Force point after touchdown attempt. So no good. Thunder lead 6-0 here, 2:24 to play in the 1st, and they will kick off back to the Eagles. First time we've seen the kickoff team here tonight. And it looks like Force will handle the kickoff duties, as Owen Whitman also looks like he's not on the sideline tonight. Force puts a big foot into it. A knuckleball kick is going to head toward the far post. It's finally corralled by the deep receiver. He's looking for a hole and can't find one. He is dragged down by Tommy Krewall on the far sideline before he got to the 20-yard line. So great field position for the Thunder as the Eagles offense will go to work for the 2nd time tonight. First and 15, and it looks like he was tackled as far back as the 15-yard line. Very good containment by the Thunder kickoff team and a great open field tackle by Tommy Krewalt. Ball whistled, ready for play. First and 15 from the 15. Second series now for the Eagles. Standard formation. Receiver split to either side and 3 in the backfield. Direct snap to the deep back. He shovels to the forward back. That's 13. He's running toward the right sideline. They like to put the ball in his hands with a little misdirection, and it certainly works there as he picks up a healthy gain of about 14 before being knocked out of bounds by Lucas Force. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Second and 1. Same formation. Eagles continue to run with no huddle. Snap is low along the ground. They pitch it to the deep back. He evades the pursuit of Smullen, and now he's running in the open field. Cuts it back, breaks past 2 more defenders, and he's finally brought down by Smullen, recovering from the offensive backfield along with Dustin Hensey, and a late flag comes in from the defensive backfield. With the timing of a flag like that, it's likely on the defense, and we'll tack a little on to the end of this run after the Eagles pick up the first down. Oh, crackback block is the call against the offense, so a fortunate break for the Thunder. That'll wipe off the first down. Nope, it's going to let the first down stand. It's from the spot of the foul, and he had already gained the first down before the crackback block. It had to be on the cut where he made 2 players miss. So still first and 15 for the Eagles now. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. High snap to the deep back. Underhand forward pitch. Same play we saw on the big gain a moment ago. And this time the Thunder are alert to it. Dawson Posey keeps contained and makes the tackle before some support arrives. Dustin Hensey is there with the cavalry. Short gain by 13. Let's call it a yard.
Come on, Piper.
Still no huddle as the Eagles check their wrists. Play number 5 we can hear being called in from the sideline. It's not going to take too long to figure out what that means. Snap to the up back and another pitch up the middle, and Piper Gordon right there to swallow that up. He wasn't fooled at all. Very short gain again. Again, they like to try to get the ball to 13 while he's moving toward the line of scrimmage. Even as the up back, they'll snap to straight to the deep back and then go with that forward underhand pass or shovel pass to him. But this time the Thunder sniff it out, and it'll be 3rd and long. Hensey now drops deep as the free safety. Krewalt, a last-second substitution for Gordon. Ford and Smullen on the right side, and it looks like the Eagles are going to spend a timeout as they all head to the sideline. Nope, it looks like time is actually going to expire in the corner. That'll be the end of the first. 6-0 our score. Stick with us. You're watching Thunder Football on Thunder TV.
Water, let's go. Water. Run it out.
Thank you. You know who you remind me of? You ever watch that show, The Water Boy? Probably not. It's over your age.
Coach Young.
It's in high quality. Whoop, whoop.
I'll let you know. Okay. Right. So we're gonna do
Let's go, Thunder.
We have switched sides of the field and ready to resume play here. Second quarter about to begin. 3rd and 13 is the situation for the Eagles from the 33-yard line.
Keep that outside shoulder free. Tommy, look at that quick shoulder.
Standard formation. Snap is to 13. Pitch to the quarterback, and he overthrows his intended target too. Two was open for the catch, but had two defenders ready to bring him into the net and keep him well short of the first down. Nevertheless, the ball is incomplete. Brings up fourth down and long. Israel Fuentes now checks into the game, replacing Dawson Posey. 13 moves to the deep back, and Smolin calls it out. He recognizes it as well. Low snap, and he is going to kick. He tries the surprise kick, nobody deep, and the ball continues to roll. And now the Thunder just going to get away from it and let the Eagles down it. And that was the trick play indeed. So starting offense will hit the field for the second time tonight, deep in their own territory. They've already marched the length of the field once. We'll see if they can do it again. 1st and 15 from the 9-yard line. Sun now setting over my right shoulder here as the lights come on to full beam.
Let's go, offense. Let's go, guys.
Thunder offense on the field for just the second time tonight. Ford now in motion to the slot on the far side. Smolin near, Force far. Quick pitches to Force to the up back, and he's got room on the right sideline. Breaks one tackle, can't get around before he's pushed out of bounds. A healthy 6-7 yard gain on the quick throw in the flat to Lucas Force. Ball's out to the 26-yard line. 9.5 and ticking. I would call it 2nd and 7. Thunder a little slow out of the huddle here. See how they handle the play clock situation.
We're good.
Same formation, a little bit different personnel. Snap to the up back is Contreras. Pitch to Cresci. He's going to sweep to the right, cuts it back, breaks 2 tackles, and he's off to the races. There goes the speed of John Cresci. They will not catch him. He continues to separate himself from the defense. John Cresci goes the distance for the touchdown. That's a 54-yard touchdown run by John Cresci to put the Thunder up 12-0 with 8:54 to play here in the first half. You could see there that the speed of Cresci is a difference maker. If the Thunder can get him into the open field, there is not another player out here in San Marcos that can catch him. Thunder are going to attempt a extra point now. Forced to kick out of the hold of Cresci. Good snap. Kick this time is up. And this time it's up and through. The kick is good. And the Thunder go up 14-0. 8:54 to play. We'll be right back. Did you notice that he was still pulling away from the defender as he's going? Like they were not only not catching him, he was about to lap him. He liked his whistle. He liked his toy. $8:54 to go here, second quarter, and the Thunder set to kick off after the 54-yard touchdown run by John Cresci. Forced to kick off. Kickoff is deep and high into the near corner and gets a favorable roll to the Thunder. Finally corralled by the deep receiver, and he looks for a hole as the defense contains. Not a good picture for you there with a lot of the players in the way, but everybody stayed in their lanes and brought the defender down after a very short return and a long kickoff. Looks like they're going to be inside the 10. Once again, Thunder have excellent field position. The only time the Eagles have had good field position was after the after the kickoff recovery.
Tristan, up close, up close.
All right, check that. Ball's at the 18 now, not at the 8. So my mistake there. Not quite as good as I thought, but nevertheless, the defense goes to work. Standard formation, no. Now we've got motion coming out of the right side. They fake the handoff twice, and 2 defenders in pursuit. Dawson Posey sees it and swallows up the quarterback for a big sack.
Let's go. Hey, Dawson.
Clock is going to stop. Quarterback pulled down on the 10-yard line. 2 fake handoffs. He evaded 1 tackler, and then Dawson Posey absolutely ate his lunch.
What's the penalty, sir? Yeah, we're
All right, so penalty on the play as well. Thunder are going to decline the illegal procedure. Big loss. It'll bring up 2nd down, and let's call it 23 to go. Eagles go back to a more standard formation with 2 backs to protect the quarterback. 3 on the pass rush for the Thunder. Posey comes from the left. Play goes to the right. Now they cut back and they're outside the contain. No one's looking to throw. Left-handed, he finds a receiver downfield, and this is going to go for a nice little gain. That's number 13, the offensive workhorse here for the Eagles. And after the big loss, Eagles are going to pick up a 1st down. A long one on that play. 23 to go, and they must have got about 25. Move the chains. 1st and 15. Still in Eagle territory. Ball's at the 38.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
All right, a little bit better picture for you there. Same formation for the Eagles. You might not be able to see that wide receiver on the far right of your screen, far left of the offense working. They're going to sweep to the far side of the field. This is 13 and can't get around the corner, flips it up, the ball's up for grabs, and Lucas Force delivers a hit while the ball was loose to put the player out of bounds. I don't know if he had control of it or not. We'll see where they put the spot. That was not Lucas Force, that was Dawson Posey. Sometimes hard to see those numbers across the field. That was indeed Dawson Posey. This time a fake pitch and a cut up by number 1. He's going to run with it. He's got some room, cuts to the outside sideline, and finally brought down by Krewalt. And Aaron Ford. Took a moment for the Thunder defenders to finally collapse on him, and he had a big gain, about 16 there as the chains move again. 2nd 1st down on the series for the Eagles, and best offensive series we've seen out of them yet. First and 15, 6:43 to go and ticking here in the 2nd quarter. Thunder lead 14-0. Play slow to come in from the sideline for the Eagles. Now they've got it. Standard formation. Pitch, and they hand off now to the left side. Pitch on the option sweep. He's around the corner and finally tripped up by Tommy Krewalt after a gain of about 5.
Hey, you got help to the inside, Randy.
Let's call it 5 indeed. 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. They continue to go no huddle, 6 minutes and change.
Hey, that's like I can't have that.
All right, now they've got 13 as the quarterback with 2 running backs to his right. He fakes the handoff, they cut back. This is the lefty, number 1. He's got room on the edge. He's going to cut it up. Good downfield block by 25, but Ford peels off his block and forces the ball carrier out of bounds. But again, after a healthy gain, it's another 1st down for the Eagles. Ball's out to the 5-yard line, and they are now knocking on the door to score for the first time tonight. Thunder defense starting to look a little slow here. A lot of players playing both ways with the injury count starting to rise. Ford, Posey, Smullen, Contreras, Krewalt, and Force on the field defensively for the Thunder. Again, the play slow to come in. Now the Eagles have what they want. Referee counts the play clock down from 10 seconds. Ball's in play. 13 with the shovel pass up the middle. 2's on the move, and he's going to get wide and across the end zone, the goal line for the touchdown. Winston Eagles on the board for the first time. 14-6 our score with 4:51 to play here in the second quarter. Now, it's funny that the Thunder were able to kick on the Eagles because the Eagles won a game against the Thunder last year by a single point on the strength of their kicking. Looks like they are not going to kick here. They're going to try to go for one or two. Deep quarterback is just over the shoulder of that referee. Snap to the up, quarterback 13, pitch to 1. He wants to throw, he's got some room. Flips it back over the middle to 13, who's met short of the goal line. Great defense there by Aaron Ford and Tommy Krewalt. Tommy Krewalt's been very active tonight, comes up with a big stop there to keep the Thunder in front by 8. 4:51 to go, second quarter. You're watching Thunder football on Thunder TV. Trains are rolling here in San Marcos, right to left across your telephone. We're always lucky and blessed to have the presence of the freight train as the backdrop for these games here at the CFPO Youth Sport. We want to thank our partners in San Marcos for continuing to allow us to host games here and their support of Thunder football. Miskicked by the kicker, and the kick, I've never seen anything like it. It went exactly 2 yards, came to a stop, and the kicker put his own foot on it, and that's got to be an illegal procedure call, right? That's the same as the ball not going 10 yards. So it is a penalty. Yeah, they're going to move him back, as they should. I have never seen that. No, instead, they're going to let the Thunder set up shop right there where the ball came to a rest. So Thunder with an excellent field position, 1st and 15 from the Eagles' 32-yard line. A 2-yard kick and no return. We'll get out in front of the Thunder offense. That's Lucas Forrest on the right side of your screen. We've got Aaron Ford wide on the other side. Forrest in motion toward the up back. He'll take the handoff and it's on the floor. Handoff is fumbled. Forrest can't corral it. He wanted to scoop it up and make a play, and finally wisely just decided to land on it and live to fight another day. But Thunder going to take a healthy loss, maybe 9 yards on the play, on the botched exchange between Contreras and Force. So a penalty to boot, but it's refused, and it'll be second down. Let's call it 23 to go. Smullen is wide on the far side and a little animated that the Thunder aren't getting in formation a little quicker here. That's Ford in motion, and he's up on the line. Posey's in the slot. This time a standard play, pitch to Cressy. He's got plenty of time, wants to throw, pump fakes. This time throws it deep across the middle and has a receiver. That's Forrest, who reaches up, snatches the ball. He's gonna turn up rather Posey. I've made that mistake twice tonight. That 11 looks like an 18, but Dustin Posey wide open, jumps up, pulls that ball in like a tight end, and they're not gonna catch him. He turns it upfield and takes it to the house for the third touchdown of the night for the Thunder. 20-6 our score with 4:08 to play. Thunder kicking crew back onto the field here. Good snap. Kick is slow and the kick is blocked. Snap was a little low, hold was slow, and the kick was low and blocked, and it is no good. 20-6 our score. We'll be right back. There you go. Twenty to 6 our score here, second quarter, 4:08 to play. Thunder have the lead over the Winston Eagles and ready to kick off after a 32-yard touchdown reception by Dawson Posey from John Cresci. Forced to kick off for the Thunder. This time a strong liner straight into the hands of the deep receiver, number 1, and he's making a speed move right down the sideline. Finally forced out of bounds by Crewalt and Israel Fuentes. Best field position for the Eagles since that kickoff recovery to start the game. They'll be at the 32-yard line, same place the Thunder took over last time. Eagles offense looked pretty strong in its last go, and you can expect them to mix up the formations a little bit. Head coach Steve Yoakum knows what he's doing over there. He will go with what's working, and that's exactly what we see. That 3-back formation. 13 is the quarterback, 2 receivers, both to his right. They like to fake that handoff behind. We'll see how they handle it this time. They do fake the handoff. They hand it off to 1, and he's looking to throw. He's got time. Under duress now from Posey. Steps up in the pocket and throws it down the left sideline. Finds a receiver who is uncovered, makes a move, gets pursued from behind. Finally, Smolin is going to drag him down short of the touchdown, but a huge gain. Ball's out to the 13-yard line, and the Eagles are onto something with this new formation. The Thunder have not really figured out how to deal with it yet as they move the chains yet again. Clock stops. Not for a penalty, but to move the chains. Ball now spotted at the, let's call it the 16, as the chains are up, and yeah, they've got to get to the 1 for a first down. So 1st and 15 from the 16 for the Eagles. Standard formation now. 3 backs, 2 up front in front of the quarterback. The passing quarterback, number 1. 13 is his favorite target. Snap is to the up back, number 2. They shovel past to 13, who's looking for the right sideline. Makes a spin move on Contreras, but has to go back inside where Aaron Ford is waiting to dump him onto the ground. Big pickup on the play. Ball's out to the 5-yard line. Let's call it 2nd and 4 to go. Winston offense has been clicking here for the last 2 series. Thunder are going to have to continue to answer or find a way to shut them down if they're going to hold on in this one. Clock running now, under 3 minutes left in the half. They're back to that 3-back formation. Both backs off to the left. They hand off to 1. Now he rolls to his left, wants to pass. Pursued by Crewalt. Throws a wobbler up into the end zone. Almost caught. And the defensive play made by Dustin Hensey to break up the pass. Hensey arrives just on time to keep the receiver from pulling in the wobbly duck, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Clock stop with 2:46 to go. Back to a standard formation for the Eagles. This is where they direct snap typically to 1, and then he pitches to 13 across the middle. This time 13 gets it, pitches to 1. 1 throws across the middle and intended for number 2. But Lucas Force arrives on time to break up the pass, and the receiver is slow to get up. Thunder going to back off. 2 finally back up on his feet, but very slow. Lucas Force delivering the hit of the night so far. 2:28 to play in this one, and we'll get a little break here. 4th and 4 for the Eagles. Not really a kicking situation, and the Eagles are going to take a timeout. We'll take 1-2, 20-6 our score. You're watching Thunder Football on Thunder TV.
That might be that. There's some Dawson ones on film, but that one's good. We did a top 10. That's a top 10.
That's like website cover material.
If you ever watch the 49ers, you can even say this to broadcast. That's straight out of the 49ers. Trent Williams as their big motion guy.
After the Eagles timeout, it's 4th and 4. Big situation here in this one, and the Eagles go to a new formation. Twin receivers to the near sideline. 25 inside of 5. 3 in the backfield. Thunder have 3 on the line of scrimmage. Force is the close corner. Ford and Contreras are near. Snap is wobbly. It's on the floor. Ball is loose, and the Thunder are going to jump on it. 13 was the quarterback, could never find it. It wouldn't have mattered whether Smullen got on it or not because it was 4th down. But either way, it goes down as a fumble recovery and, more importantly, a defensive stop for the Thunder. They do not allow the Eagles to score this time and regain possession. 1st and 15 from the 14-yard line.
That's all you got flipped them, dog.
2:23 to play, second quarter. Now the Thunder offense to go to work. Posey lines up wide on the near sideline. Smullen is in the slot. Posey in motion. He's going to lead the sweep to the right. Posey with a big block on 45. Springs Crushy around the corner. He's got the speed. He's got the jets. And horse collar tackle. Flags fly in. Crushy pulled down just short of the touchdown. The touchdown's not going to count. Let's make sure he's okay before we go any further. He's back on his feet, so no harm, but certainly a foul. Crushy was dragged down from behind. It looks like on the 15-yard line. They're going to add some to that, and it'll set up Thunder with very good field position. See if we can get our mics. There, that should be a little better. Recovering our technical difficulties. Automatic first down after the horse collar. Crushy had picked up a first down on his own. And credit Dawson Posey with another smash block to spring the runner. Posey has certainly found where the hit stick is on his controller tonight. Two receivers to the far side. High snap, straight in to Crushy's hands. He wanted to make a play, realized the pursuit was there too quickly and he couldn't and had to fall on it. So the Thunder will take a sizable loss. That'll knock them back outside the 10. Ball to the 17-yard line now, second and goal. That clock a little bit here. Pitch to Crushy. He wants to throw. Throws it out to his left. There's Ford. Catches it outside the end zone. Tries to make one run and is pulled out of bounds by 13. Up around the helmet, but no face mask called. substantial gain. Ball now out to the 3, but the Thunder have goal to go, so it'll be third down. They ran a little flood zone there. Forrest ran the cornerback out of the play, and then Ford came up with the reception underneath. Thunder going to spend a timeout here with 1:11 to go in the second quarter. We'll take one, too. Okay, it's third and goal. Ball's at the 4, 1:11 to play here in the half. Thunder have the timeout, so the clock is not really the issue. The downs are. And this is an important series. You would think with the Thunder leading by 2 scores it wouldn't be so important, but Winston has been just moving the ball on offense with the exception of one mistake, and here's the chance for the Thunder to really put this thing kind of out of reach. Smolin goes in motion, fast, pitch to Cressy. They want to sweep to the right. Smolin tries to get the cross block on the defender, and defender still able to reach out and stop Cressy after a short gain. He picks up 2, but it's 4th and goal, and they have got to punch it in here. It wouldn't be the end of the world if they gave the ball to the Eagles in the shadow of their own end zone with less than a minute and a half, but it's not so much about the field position as the points at this point. 43, 42 and ticking. But again, the clock not the issue here. It's the distance, those 2 yards that the Thunder need to move the ball to score. Henze is the deep snapper. Smolin is near. Forrest is wide, and Thunder don't like something. Nope, it's Winston who doesn't like something, and they're going to spend their final timeout of the half. 29 seconds to go. Stop them, you're not going to score, but you're only down by 2 scores. You're down by 0. Big play. I think it's a good timeout. Let's see if that makes any difference. No, it's to keep it from melting, but this is so they get a drink at halftime, yep. All right, here comes the play of the game so far. 4th and goal from the 2. Thunder have the play they want. It's Posey in motion. They fake the handoff. They pitch to Cressy. He wants to go right. Has to evade one defender. Now he's going to throw back to his left. Has a man. It's Posey. Catches it unopposed in the end zone. A second touchdown catch for Dawson Posey. And the Thunder go up 26-6 with 22 seconds left in the half. What an excellent play design. Posey started off on the far side of the field all night long in that motion roll. He's been used as a big blocker. This time instead, they flip the ball to Cressy, who reverses field and finds his man wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Credit offensive coordinator Dakota Henze with a great call there. Here's the extra point, and again it's blocked, but a flag is down. Looks like they ran over the snapper. Henze's got his hands up in the air, and we'll see what the call is here from the referee. Looks like the Thunder may be going to get another crack. That's why it was blocked, is because he came right over the top. Illegal procedure is the call against the defense, and that's exactly what that is, lining up over the deep snapper. It should go half the distance, and they'll get to retry it, and that's exactly what it is. You can see the ball being spotted there. We'll get to retry the kick. The distance doesn't really make that much of a difference on the kick. It's more about not having a man in your face. This time they bring Smolin in place of Krewalt, maybe to get a little bit more of a plug there. Ball now set for play, and Thunder are going to go ahead and huddle it here. But they've got to kick. They can't go for it because of where the spot is. Oh, they're not going to kick, but they didn't respot the ball outside the outside the goal line. Normally they spot it back outside the goal line, and I guess they're going to use the end line here for the goal line. That's a rare move, maybe even a mistake by the referees, but we're not going to worry about it. High snap. Crushy's going to throw it, flips it out to his right, has Posey again. Posey is over the line and tackled short before he gets over the line. And the extra point is no good. So we'll take a quick break, 22 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Thunder lead 26-6. What's the call? Well, we're back, and we're not going to kick. There's a penalty down, and it's against the Thunder. All right, there we go. Now the referee gives some clarity, and the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. I thought we had it right. So still 22 seconds left in the half. Thunder will kick off. And all they got to do is stop the Eagles from scoring here before they can take a quick break and try to put this thing away in the second half, maybe with a 20-point lead. Easy.
Keep your legs. Work together as a unit. Let's go.
So the penalty is assessed, and the Thunder will kick off this time from the 15. A hefty penalty, a 15-yarder. This time it looks like it's Tristan McLean on to handle the kickoff duties here. And Thunder need to be careful in this spot. That ball is deep in their own territory. Eagles don't have any timeouts, but they're going to be hungry to try to score here. McLean with a nice kick. And it's picked up by the deep back. They're going to try a little trickery, a fake pitch. Now he cuts up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles. He's outside. Now there's a pitch to two. He's got it and gets around another one, cuts it back, and he's going to go. He's going to go for the touchdown. You had to know that that was a spot where they had to be careful. Too many guys on the field just kind of not holding their lanes. And with the little razzle-dazzle play in the pitch, Winston catch a break, and they're going to punch one in here before the end zone, or before the halftime, rather. So we talked about how important that last play was for the Thunder to put them up by 3 scores. It really is important now since they'll be held to 2 with just 5 seconds to play in the first half. Eagles rather go with a standard formation here on the extra point attempt. The important one for them is they're down by 14 and they'd like to climb back into this one. They'd like to stay at least within 7. If they don't have a kicking game. They keep it with the 1 score. It's a bad snap. It's high and over the head of everybody. Finally scooped up by number 1. Defense is there. He's going to throw it back across the middle, incomplete, and that is going to do it on the extra point attempt. It is no good. 26-12 our score. We'll be right back with the final kickoff of the half. Oh. Yeah, I got to touch it once tonight, right? Relive my glory. Eagles to kick off from the 30, 5 seconds to go. Thunder will get a chance to return. They might be a little hungry for a return after giving up some points there at the end of the half. Looks like maybe that's Aaron Ford deep. I really should have brought my binoculars tonight. Deep kick this time. Caught by Ford, and he's got some room and some blockers in front. He sets up behind him. There's a big hole. He tries to hit it. Now breaks to the outside. He's got 2 men to beat. Lowers his shoulder and finally pushed out of bounds as time expires. And that'll do it for things here in the first half. Thunder leading 26-12 at halftime. We'll be back with the second half action. Stick with us. You're watching Thunder football on Thunder TV.
Come on, man. No, you're good. That's not even mine, but it is now. Is there any snacks in there? I don't think we need to change anything. Just a lot of scoring. That's what Tony's sounding. You guys drove far over here or what?
Dallas.
One game or you were over here for a while?
I just was wearing this today as a Halloween costume, and I saw a field. He was down a man.
Pick me up.
Yeah.
Pick you up, babe.
Great Halloween costume.
Yeah, you wore that for Halloween. I didn't win there. Did you? Yeah. Remember we used to wear the knickers, the socks? So I wore my shorts and I wore my all the way to my knees. Yeah, one Halloween. Gabriel was a football player.
So the last play over here, it was no good.
No, he was short.
It was short, right?
Coach Stone, silent too. What's up, Coach?
How's it going?
Good, all right?
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hey, almost ran back.
He was my high school coach.
One thing, when there's a penalty, make sure we spot the ball when the ball went down. And then we'll give us the options to the coach.
Yeah, you're perfect. You're doing a great job. I don't care what they say.
Well,
Don't scare away my volunteers.
that's why you gotta voluntold them.
That's right.
Well, they're Chicago now. There's a water brother. No, don't have to get on the freeway. Okay,
On the action store, right?
access store.
It's right there before you
Next
even
light.
get up.
The next light. That's where last week, that's where I went. Went to the drive-thru. Did the drive-thru. Burger. It took me longer to get here and get home than it did the extra time. Hey, Christian, good to see you.
Which way do
gotta
you
go home
come?
now. Huh?
Chris, which way do you come? Is there a back way?
Oh, no. It's called, it's called Old Lookout Road or something. Yeah, I think it's 82nd. Yeah.
You don't take words about Parkway?
Oh no, the traffic trying to get on it quickly. Like 15 minutes.
How'd you go? Still the freeway.
Gotcha. 413, senor.
I said you're kicking the scoreboard. So your dad said south. It's a little direction right there.
The other side.
So,
They're gonna move.
y'all are a bunch of smart eyes.
That's game of the year. Can't hold anything back.
Oh, take your time. Take your time.
Oh, it's time for us to get moving.
I got what I need. I'm good.
I was running slow.
Reset when I want to put this 10 minutes.
Yeah, go. I would say go ahead and stop now. Stop. Set clock. Yellow button at the top. Set clock and enter. Enter. Should be 10. Yep. Now you're good.
Yep. He feels so. I know he feels so much better.
We are back at the CFPO Youth Sport Fields in San Marcos, Texas for the second half of tonight's six-man football action between the Winston Eagles and your NB Thunder. Thunder up 26-12 at the break. And they will kick off to the south here to start things in the third quarter. That's right, it's the third quarter. Lucas Forrest now taking the kickoff duties again. Squibb along the middle, picked up by the upback who just either voluntarily sits down or is tripped up, but either way the play will end there. And we will have 1st and 15 from the 32-yard line with 9:55 in the quarter. Eagles have been moving the ball on offense their last 2 series here. We'll see what the Thunder have been able to make in the way of adjustments at halftime. Standard formation, split receivers on either side, 3 backs in the backfield. 2 up backs in front of the passing quarterback, number 1. Direct snap to 1. Snap is loose for a minute and quick to go now. Thunder going to stay on contain. It's a direct snap, so he's got to pass. Finally, Smullen is going to wrestle him down. Can't pull him down, and a flag is down. They're going to get Smullen for getting up around the face mask. Finally, Smullen recovers, comes back across the field to make the big hit. Not really going to be able to hold on to the yardage with the penalty.
That's no mask. No mask. I can send that picture. No mask. Holy moly.
So face mask is the call, much to the dismay of head coach Mike Spalding. And despite the nice play, the Thunder not going to be able to take advantage of the Eagles' miscue. The ball will move forward and the chains will likely reset. That is indeed what happens. The ball now spotted at the 40, and the chains do move with the automatic first down. 1st and 15 at midfield. Same formation for the Eagles. They're probably going to run the same play. They never really had a chance to get that play off. Thunder continuing to put pressure, though, on the passing quarterback. He was not able to run with the ball, the quarterback, in that spot, since nobody else had possession of it before he got it. He had to pass, just like this, direct snap. Now he hands off to number 2, who looks to sweep to the left, cuts it back up the middle, and there's Dustin Hensey to hold him up and Dawson Posey to finish him off for very little gain, maybe a yard. Dawson Posey has been all over the field tonight. On offense, he is making big blocks, and on defense, he is making big tackles. Posey lines up at middle linebacker now. Behind the nose tackle. Rather, no nose tackle, but just slight off center is Hensey. 2 fake handoffs, ball on the floor. Thunder are going to go for it. And close, 2 players trying to chest it. And it's going to be a Thunder football. Thunder are going to recover it this time. It was either Posey or Cresci who came away with the ball after the botched snap, and snap of the football has been a problem for the Eagles. Thunder looking to capitalize here. They're up by 2 scores. Had gone up briefly by 3 at the end of the second quarter before the Eagles returned to kick off all the way for a touchdown to keep it within 2 scores. 8:16 to play here, third quarter, and Thunder going to go to work here from the 33-yard line, 1st and 15. Make it the 34. 19 is the yard to gain for the first down. 3 on the line. 4 on the line. Smullen goes in motion. He gets the up handoff, sweep to the left, has a block, and can't get around the second end. That's number 13, but a nice gain for Rainey Smullen. Maybe 7 on the play. We'll call it 6. It brings up 2nd and 9. Ball spotted at, it'll be 2nd and 10 with the ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Thunder break the huddle. Posey wide left. Ford in the slot on the near sideline. Force is wide on the near sideline. 2 in the backfield this time. It's Contreras in front of Cresci. Posey now in motion. He's the lead blocker. Gets a big hit on 1. Cresci turns it back up, breaks another tackle, breaks to the outside, and he's gone. That's again John Cresci on the sweep. Gets some excellent blocking. This time he goes for a 29-yard touchdown run, and the Thunder back up by 3 scores. Dawson Posey has just been on a mission. Again, another block to help spring the runner. And when you've got the kind of speed that Cresci's got, 1 block is all it takes to get loose. Ball now placed at the forward hash, and it looks like the Thunder are going to go for the kick. Up 32-12. This would be good for 2. Well, nope, they're going to go for one. The referee signals, and even though the ball's up on the hash. Play clock ticking down, and okay, so the referee's going to move it back now for them to go for two as the line judge whistles it dead. And I think that's the right call there. That way you know you've got room in the back of the end zone and you don't have the danger of the goalposts as well unnecessarily. So credit the referees for keeping control of the game and keeping it safe. Yep. All right, so Thunder offense back on the field. Slot left this time. 6 players in front of the goal line for the Eagles. They hand it off, 15. That's Josiah Bilbrey around the left side, and he is in for the extra point. Extra point is good, and the Thunder lead 33-12 with 7:21 to play in the third. Good job, Josiah. Attaboy. That's why you were smiling today. You knew you had plays in you. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Getting kids touches, that's important.
He's quick. He earns
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't say you were gifting them. I just said getting them there, you know?
Well, that's just how I run offense. I don't like to just feed one guy.
I understand that. It's how we all like to do it. We just can't always do it. 7:21 in the third, 33-12 our score, a 21-point lead for your Thunder here in the third quarter. Not quite impressive enough to put an early end to this game, but certainly a 3-score advantage, and the Thunder will take it as Lucas Force lines up to kick off. This is a squib to the near side, bounces along the ground, and finally 45 is going to fall on it. He was not going to be able to pick that thing up and run. Eagles will get some decent field position, 1st and 15, and we'll leave the camera right here actually, as the Eagles are going to go with that no huddle. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. They'll have to get it out to the Thunder 37 for a first down. Play finally comes in from the Eagles sideline. They are very comfortable taking their time before snapping the ball, using all of their play clock. New formation we've seen for them now. They've got a wing back off to the right side of their formation, left of your screen. That's number 2, and he's the man in motion. Fakes the handoff, second fake. Now they pass to 2 around the left side. He lowers his shoulder as he knows that he's about to get the hit from Dustin Hensey, and does after a pickup of about 5. 2nd down and 10. Under 7 minutes now in the third. Thunder content to let that clock run with a 3-score lead. Now we've got the 3-back formation. Let's call it not really a T with running backs on either side of the quarterback, but maybe more of an L with 2 of them on the same side. Fakes, doesn't fake, gives the handoff to, oh my gosh, number 1, who takes a big hit from Posey but stays on his feet, continues to drag the pile. Finally the ball is loose, but it's after the whistle. Impressive run by number 2 as he carries the pile, good for a first down. And the ball is down at the Thunder 32.
Hands on the whistle, guys. It's all right. We're good. They're trying to keep you safe. Hey, Dawson. I want to go base. Guys, I want you to play in the back. Guys, we have to tackle low on 1.
No huddle now again for the Eagles as the play comes in from the sideline. 1, 2, and 13 are the backfield. They go with that single wing to the right of their formation, left of your screen. You can see 2 just in the background over the head of Aaron Ford. He's in motion. This time they fake the handoff to both receivers, and same play, they flip it to him in the left flat. He's got some room, makes a move past Aaron Ford and forced out of bounds by Dustin Hensey. Crafty little move to gain a few extra yards, and it may be good for another first down. It is indeed the spot beyond the line to gain. It's going to be real close to the 15-yard line. And they're going to drop the big chains and say it's first and goal. So the Eagles continue to move the ball here with some success. They've just turned it over a couple of times. A couple of fumbles that have allowed the Thunder to build a 3-score lead here. They're going to measure it now with the first down markers. I think maybe the chain gang had decided that it wasn't possible to get a first down, but they're going to measure it and see now that the ball is spotted. They've got the first marker down. They'll stretch the chain, and yes, indeed, they can pick up a first down by just a few inches, but it'll be 1st and 15 and not 1st and goal. Not even a full yard separates the two, though. Clock now running, less than 5.5 in the third. Wing back in motion, that's number 2. They fake the handoff to him again. They look at it in this way, and this time they flip to the other back. That's number 1. Contreras has a hand on him. He gets forward and drags Smullen with him another 3 or 4 yards before he's pulled to the ground. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another nice gain. Winston has figured out all they have to do is just move the football forward. They don't need a first down on every play, but if they keep moving the ball forward, they are going to score, and they have been doing that. Now a standard formation. Receivers on either side, 3 in the backfield. Snaps to 13, shovel pass ahead to 2. He cuts it up the middle where Hudson Contreras wraps him up pretty quickly. Small gain, 2 to 3 yards. Ball spotted at the 5. Inside the 5, call it the 4. Last time Thunder were able to come up with a stop in this situation after a big stop and then a fumbled snap that the Thunder were able to recover before the Eagles could score. Thunder are going to need a little magic if that's going to happen here. 3rd and short. Snap to the quarterback, hands off to 1. He wants to throw, now cuts it up. Looking, cuts it back to the right, stretches it out, and he is across the goal line before his knees hit. He is good for a 4-yard touchdown run. So with 3:57 to play in the third, 33-18 is now our score. Thunder lead cut to 15, and Eagles going to try to score one more here. Now the 3 line players, the 2 receivers and the deep snapper, are all on the field, but the 3 backs are over on the far side of the field talking with their coach and using the full complement of their play time before they do something here. Play clock now counted down by the referee, and they are not nearly quick enough. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. I don't know why they took so long. That's not a great use of a timeout, but they're going to spend it anyway with 3:57 in the third. That is not the place you need to use your timeout when you're down. Down in the game. Yeah, no, that's undisciplined football. They don't know what's going on. That's all we got. Thank you. Yeah. So the Eagles spend a timeout on an important extra point. Now they line up in a unique formation. They've got 1 slot receiver tight to the snapper. They pitch it right back to him. He's looking to get rid of it. Pitches it around, ball's loose. Thunder going to pick it up, and Forrest has it, and they're going to blow it dead. He's not going to be able to return that, but the extra point is no good as the ball comes loose and the Thunder pick up yet another fumble recovery. 33-18 our score. We'll set up for the kickoff after this. 3:57 is what remains here in the third quarter. Eagles set to kick off, down by 15. Thunder have led throughout, but the Eagles have hung around. They've kept it within a 2 to 3 score range. And of course, anything can happen in a game like that. I remember the Thunder playoff game last year where they fell behind for 2 or 3 and then suddenly reeled off a couple of scores back to back to put themselves back in it. Quick kickoff now, takes a high hop and the ball is loose. Picked up by Cressy and now everybody gets in front of him. And if he finds a hole, he tries to and can't quite get through there. If he does, boy, is he gone. Instead, the Eagles wise to it, collapse on him, and the Thunder offense will go to work. Looks like about the 31-yard line. Smullen brings the play in from the sidelines. It's Force, Posey, Ford, Cressy, and Contreras. Posey now returns to the sideline. Hensey out there too. That's who I was missing. So that's our 6. They'll line up with Ford in the slot on the left. Posey wide left, and that tends to move into motion formation. And he does go into motion, coming across your screen right to left. This time turns it back. He's open. Cressy wants to throw. Dances around a little bit. Now flips it out to his right. He's got Hensey wide open in front of your screen. Hensey has to make a move, and he's going to get tackled from behind. 13's holding him up. Hensey trying to break away. Can't do it. Picks up the first down, but can't get it into the end zone. But he is inside the 20-yard line. Ball at the 19. 1st and 15 for the Thunder as they move the chains on first down. Clock still ticking on the completed pass, 3:10 in the third. Posey replaces Force. And the play clock already ticking down before the Thunder have even broken the huddle. They're slow to get the play in here. Now they try to set it up quickly so they don't have to take a penalty. And before they do, coaches are going to spend a timeout. Timeout on the field, 2:46 to go on the HMT Engineering scoreboard. It's 33-18, Thunder with the lead. Thunder spend the timeout and now have the play that they want. Formation, they've got Posey in the near slot, surrounded by Smullen. Hensey is the snapper. 2 in the backfield. They put Force in motion, hand off to him. He's on the quick sweep on the near sideline. He's going to outrun his defender, stays in bounds, cuts it back, and he is in for the touchdown. Lucas Force on the jet sweep on a 19-yard touchdown run to put the Thunder up 39-18. All right. Good looking play now for the Thunder this time as they score on just 2 plays. They got a first down on their very first play and then scored from 19 yards out. Now they'll go for 1 here. Too many blocked extra points and they want the opportunity to score. Twin receivers out to the left, 3 in the backfield, 2 in front of Cressy. Snap to the up back. They hand off to Contreras. He's going to bust it up the middle. Good for the extra point. On the quick hit dive, Hudson Contreras puts 1 more on the board and the Thunder lead 40-18 with 2:38 to play on the HMT Engineering scoreboard. Excellent. 40-18, lots to cheer about here in San Marcos. Thunder have the lead here, late third quarter, 2:38 to play, and the Thunder kickoff team on the field after the 19-yard touchdown run by Lucas Force. Force now handling the kickoff duties and awaits the tee as the kickoff team gets set up. Lead now back to 3 scores for the Thunder. Force's kick is a squib to the near sideline, takes a friendly hop, and the defender just goes to the turf. Eagles will set up again with good field position, ball at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 15. Eagles quickly ready to go to work. They've got that L formation now with both backs to the right of the quarterback 13 who stands tall in the pocket. He claps and takes the snap. Handoff is to one. That's the lefty. He turns back to the other side and wants to throw. It's a wobbly ball up in the air. Aaron Ford was stride for stride with his man and really had him better leverage on him inside to the ball. Just couldn't quite bring it in. But if anybody was going to catch that ball, it was Ford. 25, the intended receiver, and we haven't seen them try too many of those deep passes like that. Number 1, the lefty quarterback, likes to actually roll to his right before he throws with his left. Perhaps that's where he sees his power. Incomplete pass, and they're winding the clock here. And of course, Thunder are going to be content to let that happen. 2:20 to play. .13, it's a high snap, it's off his hands. Both backs are back for it. This guy can't run. He can't run. He's coming toward me, goes out of bounds, and there's finally the penalty flag. Nobody else touched it. That's an illegal procedure in 6-man football. Before you can run with the ball, somebody else has to touch it. You can only pass. So there was no exchange, as you heard the referee say there. The up quarterback, number 13, did get a hand on it, but he never had possession. He's got to have clean possession and make an exchange. That didn't happen. That is an illegal procedure, and that ball is going backwards. Loss of down is also the call, so a huge penalty indeed. It's only 5 yards, but with the loss of down brings up 3rd and 20. Eagles are no huddle, but this is the best look that the Thunder defense have had in the last few series. L formation, 2 backs to the quarterback's left. He hands off to 1 who holds in the pocket, now flips over the middle to a wide open 13. He makes a cut, and what an open field tackle by Dustin Hensey. It was a necessary tackle as 2 guys in pursuit were kind of taken out of the play, and if he got past Hensey, there was a lot of open space in front. Coaches are very fired up by that play by senior Dustin Hensey. It also kept the Eagles short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th and let's call it 7 situation with the ball spotted at the Thunder 37. Standard formation. Snaps to 13, pitch to 1, wants to throw. Smolin pursues, Krewalt wraps him up. He spins and gets away, now throws over the middle. Has his man, that's 45, makes a cut pass forward. Finally dragged down by Force, short of the touchdown, but after picking up a first down. 45, a big target, made one move, got past his man. And on 4th down, the Eagles able to convert. They move the ball out to the 10-yard line. That'll set up 1st and goal. 45 seconds and ticking here in the 3rd. Eagles offense still casually walking, not playing at all like they're down by 22 points. Now under 30 seconds. The urgency is not the time in the quarter, it's the fact that they're down by 3 scores and we're about to go to the 4th. Hand off to 1, he cuts it up, fakes the throw, not gonna go, ball's loose. He's hit from behind by Rainey Smolin. Eagles are gonna hold on to it and pick up about 2 on the play. Ball actually now spotted at the 9. Second down and goal, and that'll bring things to a close here in the third quarter. 40-18 our score. We'll be back with fourth quarter action on Thunder TV. Yeah, they do. They do. Sometimes you can see bats up there. Sometimes. Let's go, Thunder. Hey, big tackle, baby. Maybe touchdown saving. Fourth quarter action set to begin here in San Marcos. Thunder lead 40-18. The Winston Eagles knocking on the door here, down by 3 scores, and it's certainly not insurmountable. 3 scores with 10 minutes to play can be done, but the Thunder defense going to try to make it as difficult as they possibly can. It'll be second down here to start things in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. Eagles line up in a standard offense. Wide receivers on either side of the deep snapper and 3 in the backfield. They go with more of a reverse wishbone formation. High snap, 13 corrals it in, and pass to the intended up back 2 is incomplete. He had to get rid of it in a hurry after the bad snap. Pursuit was on the way from Smullen and Contreras. That makes it third down. Thunder sideline starting to get a little loud and noisy. Low snap this time, directed 13. He throws off to his left to the up back and a quick tackle. What a hit and a tackle there by Lucas Force. Force, another senior, starting to find his spot there on the defensive lineup. Another big hit. That one's for a loss of 1, and that brings up fourth and goal from the 10 for the Eagles. Eagles slowly waiting on the play call to come in, but they have got to score on this. Contreras heads to the sideline for a breather. Israel Fuentes will play left defensive end. Eagles in a standard formation, that reverse wishbone again. This time they snap to 13, pitch to 2. He wants to go to his left. This time pulls up, throws it, and it's a perfect play call. 45 is wide open. Everybody bid on the sweep, and the intended receiver was wide open on the goal line for the touchdown. If anything, Winston's offense is creative and inventive. They may not execute incredibly well. Sometimes they miss on the snaps, but their play call design is on point. I will definitely give them credit there as they keep the game within reach. Eagles trail by 16. They're going to go for the extra point now. Ball now ready for action. Thunder defense slow to get on. They're going to run the same play. This time, 2's going to throw it across the middle, and this time the intended receiver has a little bit more coverage and cannot come up with a catch. Same play, Thunder read it and broke up the extra point. So now down by 16, the Eagles are not really within 2 scores. They don't have a kicking game that we've seen or know of. Certainly we would think that being down for the whole game, if they had any sort of kicking game, they'd be kicking. And so down by 16, they're still effectively down by 3 scores here with 9:02 to play in the game. I don't think that that's any reason for the Thunder offense to let up. They're going to continue to grind on the clock and force the Eagles to spend timeouts. I believe they have 2 left here. Eagles ready to kick off now. Thunder in kickoff receive formation, short kickoff, a one-stepper, and Hensey content to just pull it in, go to the ground, and let the offense set up. Offense coming to work here at the 32-yard line, 1st and 15 with 9:01 to play in the ball game. Thunder looking to go 6-1 on the season and put together a 6-game winning streak. The only blemish, that season opening loss right here in San Marcos to St. Stephen's. Thunder have not dropped a game since. After tonight, they've got 3 more remaining. They will host the Austin Royals, which should be a tough contest, a good homeschool team from just up I-35. They'll host them here next week. Then they'll go on the road and play San Antonio Jubilee before playing senior night on November 1st. Here's Contreras on the sweep to the right side, breaks a tackle, and has 2 escorts. Gets around the last one, he's still rumbling, still going, he's gonna break free, and Hudson Contreras can't be stopped on the first play of the series. Hudson Contreras goes 48 yards for the touchdown. The Thunder drive lasts just 13 seconds as Contreras goes 46 yards and puts the Thunder up by 4 scores. Contreras has just been patiently doing his job all night long, and finally they slip in the ball and nobody else was ready for it. He puts his speed and power to work, broke some tackles, kept the feet churning there, and is rewarded with a score. Thunder gonna go for 1. Pitch to Kreshe, wants to throw. Cuts back to his left, now throws to his left, has 2 receivers there. Forrest is going to go up and bring it in, and the extra point is good. 47-24 our score here. 4th quarter action from CFPO Youth Sport in San Marcos. We'll be right back. You're watching Thunder Football on Thunder TV. .8:48 to go in this one, and the clock is the enemy now. Thunder going to try to kill it here, but they'll have to do it on the defensive side of the ball as they line up to kick off after the long touchdown, 46-yard touchdown run by Hudson Contreras. Kickoff is a squib up the middle, takes a high bounce, and the Eagles just going to ground it, and offense will go to work just inside Eagles territory. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. You can see the scoreboard off to the distance there. 8:46 to play, 47-24 our score. Thunder looking to make it 6 straight, and as we were telling you, they'll have the Austin Royals next week. They'll hit a road game for San Antonio Jubilee, and then they'll come back home for senior night. That game is against the Hill Country Knights. That game will be over at Oak Run Stadium, and we'll be honoring our senior class that night. We hope you'll join us, but if not, we should have all the action for you right here on Thunder TV. Make sure you smash that subscribe button so you'll get notified anytime we go live. Handoff is to 1. He wants to sweep right, and this time slowed up by Krewalt, hit from behind by Smullen, and pulled down after a short gain of about 3. A little slow to get up to now after 4 quarters of getting hit. Clock continues to tick. Eagles continue to go out of that no huddle. Coach is still sending in the play from the sidelines, content to let the clock tick. Eagles have only 2 timeouts and down by 4 scores. Maybe he's just going to use this, maybe somewhat raise the white flag here. L formation, 2 backs to the left of the quarterback. Hands off to the second one, that's number 1. He laterals to number 2 on the sideline, and not fooling anybody, certainly not fooling Hudson Contreras, who is really coming alive here late in this one. Clock continues to burn. 7:42. That's exactly what the Thunder want. Eagles content to not throw the ball. Down by 4, they should be throwing the ball quite a bit and trying to line it up. Instead, their 3 backs head over to the sidelines, and they're just content to let the ball go. Lucas Forrest stands right by the huddle. That's so funny. He's onside. They're just talking right in front of him. He's not doing anything wrong. And you got to imagine Winston's going to take a timeout here as the play clock continues to get called down. I don't think they'll take a penalty. They do indeed burn their second timeout. 7:07 to go. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back. .707 remains after the timeout. The Eagles have been pretty creative on their play calling after a timeout. Here they've got 3rd and 16. They're going to go with a standard formation, receivers on either side of the deep snapper, and 3 in the backfield. Looks like this reverse wishbone where they direct snap to 13, who's the deep quarterback. This time 2 takes the snap, pitches to 13, rolls to his left, cuts back to his right. He's broke contain. He looks like he wants to throw, throws across his body, ball's there, 4 steps in front of it. He makes a little move and finally turns before he's tackled, but read that play very well. And we've got a player slow to get up. We're going to get a little stoppage and everyone's going to take a knee. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Thunder offense to go to work when we come back. Oh my God, you throw a duck up like that, anybody could have stepped in front of that.
Go ahead.
I mean, you lay a gift like that up there, I'm going to accept it and say thank you very much. That was not a good pass. We have changed our vantage point now. We'll be out in front of the Thunder offense with 6:56 to play in this one after the Lucas Force interception. Offense goes to work, and we've got some different personnel in there. Piper Gordon and Dustin Hensey are the upbacks. Hensey takes the snap, hands off to Gordon. 2 defenders on him quickly. 2 wrestles him to the ground, and he will go for a short loss there. Most importantly, though, the clock continues to burn. 2nd down and 19. Thunder will huddle up and let it burn. Tristan McLean checks into the game, replacing Josiah Bilbrey. It's Krewalt, Ford, Gordon, Hensey, McLean, and Cresci on the field for the Thunder. McLean is split out wide to the near sideline, Ford in the slot. Play clock burns, Thunder gonna let it all go. Finally, they'll snap it to Gordon, pitch to Cresci. He wants to sweep toward the near sideline, cuts it up, tries to use his muscle. 25 finally wrestles him down after a nice gain. He stays in bounds and the clock continues to go. Thunder doing everything they want to do with the clock here, both offensively and defensively. Eagles didn't really take care of the clock on their possession, and then the Thunder continue to go to work on it now with less than 5:45 to play. 3rd down, 11 to go. Thunder need to get the ball out to the 17-yard line to move the chains.
Hey, we're on me again. We're on me. Watch out.
Maybe you hear Coach Dakota Hensey waiting to call the count from the sideline. This time, slot receiver on the right side. Play clock getting counted down. Thunder going to let it tick down as much as they possibly can. And Hensey calls the snap. Now the snap taken by Dustin Hensey. Pitch to Crushy. He busted up the middle, turns on the Jets. Crushy's got his 4th touchdown run of the night. This one from 28 yards out. And the Thunder now up by 5 scores. They can pretty comfortably put this one in the bag. There was an outside shot the Eagles could have mounted a comeback before, but now with 5:04 to play and the Thunder up 53-24, I think that's about all she wrote in this one. Thunder will continue to go to work on the clock. In the meantime, they will attempt the extra point here. A little bit more. Play clock ticking down, and McLean not sure where to line up. Now he gets on the left side. Thunder are going to get the snap off. McLean goes in motion. They hand off to McLean. He breaks a tackle in the backfield, turns around the corner, cuts it up, takes a hit, and gets into the end zone. The extra point is good. Credit Tristan McLean for doing the hard work, taking the hard shot, and tasting glory. He hits pay dirt, and the Thunder go up 54-24 with 5:04 to play in the ball game. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching Thunder Football on Thunder TV. Great job, Tristan, great job. You took a shot and put it in there anyway. Good job. No, great job, great job. Thunder set to kick it off with 5:04 left in the game, a 30-point lead, and everybody resting easy on the home team sideline. Just a matter of time before the Thunder extend their winning streak to 6 games. Lucas Force set to kick off. It's a squib to the left. The receiver can't find the ball. Oh, hit by Contreras, and the ball is loose. Everybody in pursuit. It's on the far side, a loose football. And it looks like the Eagles are going to hold on to possession. But what a scramble after the hard hit by Hudson Contreras. Contreras has absolutely come alive here at the end of this game. The ball rolls all the way back to the 18-yard line where the Eagles offense will go to work. And the clock continues to tick with 4.5 minutes. We'll hold our position here. Eagles offense gets set up. One is the deep quarterback. He's the left-handed passer. Low snap. They pitch to him. He does want to pass, but has the option to run. And this time he's going to run. Pursued from behind and tackled from behind by Rainey Smullen. The boys wearing these pink arm sleeves in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and then they'll change which arm it's on, and I'll get a little confused over who made the play. Again, no huddle. 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. Clock continuing to run, 3.5 minutes. Snap deep, direct snap to number 1. He's got to pass, can't run. He holds it in his left hand, throws it back across his body. Pass is complete. On the far side of the field is number 2. He tries to evade Dustin Hensey, and Hensey corrals him out of bounds after the first down. Clock will stop with 3:17. And they may let it stop, as I think he gave himself up voluntarily out of bounds without being hit first. We'll see what happens there. Referee looks like he wants to wind it. He does. He's going to wind that clock. You can see him back there. He is ready to get out of here and go home. Clock now running. Looks like the Eagles were waiting on the clock to run. Maybe they're ready to get out of here and go home. Snap to the up back. Pitch on the shovel pass to 13, and Contreras sees him and tackles him right in the middle of your screen. Hudson Contreras is everywhere in this fourth quarter. Clock is going to continue to run, 2:50 and ticking. Second down for the Eagles. Ball rests on midfield. L formation, backs on the right. Handoff is to 1. He moves to his left now. Shovel pass to 2. And Krewalt is going to force him out of bounds as the clock will continue to run. Exactly what the Thunder want in this spot. No first down. Clock continuing to run. Approaching 2 minutes. Now it's third down. Eagles look uninspired. Handoff to 1. He's going to throw it back across his body. 13 has the reception. Almost brought out in the backfield. Now he breaks one tackle. He's down the sideline, and nobody else is going to catch him. He's got an open lane all the way down to the end zone. The one broken tackle was good enough to spring him, and Winston, although looking uninspired, still has a little spunk left in him as they take it in for the touchdown with 1:37 left to play. Despite the touchdown, the Thunder really got what they wanted on that drive. They're burning the clock. They're getting other players in the game, letting the starters get a little bit of rest now as they've had to do some extra work with the injury load. And the Eagles will go for the extra point. Eagles finally get the play in from the sideline. Play clock ticking down. 2 pitches to 13. Rolls to his left. Tries to throw. Incomplete to number 1. Extra point is no good. 54-30 our score. We'll be right back. One minute, 37 seconds is all that remains in this one. Thunder lead by 4 scores. Winston to kick off. And before the kickoff, Thunder are going to spend a timeout. Something they saw and didn't like, so they'll regroup, and we'll be right back.
What?
What a difference a year makes, huh? Well, now we'll line up and try it again after the timeout. Eagles now set to kick off. Quick kickoff with a single step. Thunder have what they want. This is Emmanuel Fuentes. He's going to run to his left and tries to muscle his way forward. He is not going to let him take him down without a fight and does not there. Stays on his feet. Finally, his forward progress is stopped, but the clock continues to run. First and 15 for the Thunder. And now the clock stops. Oh, I got a 5-second runoff on the kickoff. That's what that was about. Thunder line up in victory formation. I think the Winston Eagles have a single timeout remaining, but we'll see. Quick whistle before, and a flag is down. Illegal procedure is the call against the Thunder. I'm sure there will be some explanation, and the Thunder are not particularly concerned with that right now. Run 10 seconds off is what he says, so they're happy to take a 10-second runoff. I don't understand that rule at all. Why would you reward the team that committed the infraction, but whatever. If that's the case, you do that 8 more times and go home, right? Victory formation, there's the snap. Thunder take a knee. Referees make sure nobody gets hurt. The clock is running, run. And they'll have to reset and do it one more time to accommodate the play clock. And that will bring things to a close here on this October Friday night here in San Marcos. Thunder about to go 6-1 on the season. What a turnaround after just winning a single game last year. They've got 3 to go, and we'll see if they can get to that impressive 9-1. They're going to have to go through the toughest part of the schedule with the Austin Royals, San Antonio Jubilee, and the Hill Country Knights in order to pull that off. Clock now down under 40 seconds. Back in victory formation. There's the snap, there's the knee. Winston seemed content to let it happen. Clock's going to continue to run, and the Thunder don't have to do it again. The players start to shake hands, and that will do it in this one. Fans are going to give them an applause, and the players are going to line up. 54-30 is our final. Thunder get it done here on a Friday night in San Marcos. We're so glad you had time to join us here on Thunder TV. Please smash that subscribe button and stay abreast of all the action as we will continue to bring you live coverage of all Thunder athletics. Until then, this is Coach Kevin saying good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Watching my life.